again in the Mahomes era. Take it or leave it.
I think they'd leave it. I think they would leave it because they might have a chance. I don't think that this guy's ever going to win 7 Super Bowls like Tom Brady did. I just don't think he's going to do it. I don't know why. It's just too soon. It's like, so what, Brady just retires and all of a sudden this other guy's going to win 8 Super Bowls? But I think they can win a couple more after this year. The combination, and you bring it up with Luke all the time, Spags, Andy Reid, and Patrick Mahomes, when you got that trio, God knows what you could do, man.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Scary. All right, you're leaving it. Noodles?
Yeah. I'm leaving it, too. I think that Mahomes is too special, and I love Andy Reid. I just think that they will, even if there's a down season, they'll be able to rebound. Or, to me, was it uninspiring? Uninspiring is the wrong word. They had their record this year, and they weren't even that great. How many times did
they
Al's
won the
brother say
Super
that?
Bowl last year, and I don't even think they were that good.
I know people would say like they're fraud. Al's brother, it sticks in my head. This is why I'm going to regurgitate his words. He's like, I think they're frauds. I'm like, aren't they 14-1? What I mean? Like
come on.
So to me, I think even if they have a down year, they'll be able to recover. Mahomes is too special of a player, and again, why bet against special players? They have they find a way to elevate. So that I say they leave it.
Yeah, I think they would. I think Chiefs fans would leave it. I would caution them to take it because prior to this guy showing up, the last time they won a Super Bowl was 1970. They waited 50 years, and you're telling me you could get a 4th Super Bowl here and a three-peat, and you're going to say no thank you? That would be, I think, a significant gamble. And maybe I'm saying that as a Toronto sports fan, and I'm looking at it saying, how could you possibly say no? And I get it. You think that you're invincible right now if you're a Chiefs fan. You can be the cockiest fan on earth is a Chiefs fan because they deserve to be. They got Mahomes, they got Reed, they got Spags, they got a great defense. They win every single year. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's hanging out in their town all the time. But I would watch and be careful with how much you think it's going to be perfect for you for the rest of the time because you get offered a 4th Super Bowl in like 5 years and a three-peat. I'm taking it, man. I'm taking it. And I'm loving it and I'm cherishing it. And then you're officially a dynasty. How much more can you really ask for if you're a fan of a team? All right, let's move on here. The Ottawa Senators step into arbitration. All right, the Sens step in, and they are offered a playoff spot this year, but they will be swept by the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round.
In that playoff series?
Yes, swept by the Leafs in the first round.
They would 100% take it. As much as the Battle of Ontario and the ghosts of the past might pop up, the fact that you're saying Ottawa Senators and playoffs in the same sentence, they will take it.
Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Playoffs is good.
Could get there anyway, though. Maybe they don't need this arbitration, Noodles. Maybe they roll the dice.
They've got games in hand. I think out of the teams at the bottom, I think they are the best team out of all of them. But again, goalie's injured. Bernard Dockard rolled his ankle the other night.
Yep.
Hamonick's out a couple weeks. Like they still got some injuries. Playoffs, man, that's a good.
But swept by the Leafs is an important point to make here.
Yeah, I'd say leave it.
Fans,
I know what I can hear Sens fans in my ear going,
over that.
Jamie, don't take that. So I'm not on their behalf, not on my behalf. I'm not taking it. Just saying, take your chances.
I think it's a great question to ask Ottawa Senator fan. It'd be a great poll. Would you rather miss the playoffs than make it and get swept by Toronto? And I think it would be 51-49. They'd rather miss. So I'm leaving it. I'm going to leave it because I think it would obviously be incredible to punch the ticket, you get in, but the idea of them getting swept by Toronto, Battle of Ontario, Leaf fans in the building, I don't know, man. That would be, for a certain age of a Sens fan that was around in the 90s and 2000s, that would be sickening flashbacks. Sickening. All right, there you go. We got some more. We'll get to a little bit later this afternoon. Arbitration after dark. Dregs coming up. Robert Turbin coming up on the NFL playoffs, wildcard weekend. We'll get into the Buster-only comments from this morning on Vladdy Guerrero, his future in Toronto, how the Jays are perceived throughout baseball. Overdrive continues. TSN 1050 and on TSN 4.
No, he
All right, we sent Al's brother out somewhere in the world with a pair of Leaf tickets, and you have to guess where he's hiding for your chance to win them. Are you guys prepared for the third clue of the week?
Yes.
Yes, and my favorite person, Charlie Muller, loves this segment, and I'm dedicating this segment to her.
Love it.
Hey Overdrive fans, it's Wednesday and I got one more clue to get you one step closer to finding out where in the world is Al's brother. I'm not in Toronto, I'm in a warm and sunny destination, and the spot that I am at, Noodles and O-Dog have often talked about this establishment being a must visit for any NHLer when I hit the Florida road trip.
I know where it is.
I know where he is, too.
Yeah, everyone knows
I know where he is. Tune in tomorrow for your final clue of the week and the first caller through on Friday.
No, you can't
you
say it.
don't
I
have
mean,
to. You don't have to.
we all know where it is.
We all know where it is. We know where it is. First caller through on Friday with the correct location wins a pair of tickets to see the Leafs play the Devils January 16th. Find Al's brother. Brought to you by McAlpine Ford in Aurora. Our family, the Ford family, and you. Full details at tsn1050.ca. He looks like he's wearing one of those cruise shirts. Like, does he have
like
cruise
a worker
line?
there? Maybe he's a worker there. Like maybe he actually works on the cruise.
It could be that.
ship.
Yeah, it could be that.
I would pay so much money. Do you know how when someone, like, they're putting surveillance, like, on a stakeout watching someone? If someone
surveillance.
if someone had surveillance on this guy's routine on a cruise, I would pay a lot to see it.
Yeah, me too. A stakeout of Al's brother on a
Dude.
cruise.
How much would you pay? Like, if we could do a reality show, like if he wore a body cam outside of him going to the shower in the bathroom, but he wore like a reality show, like a body cam. Well, what was the first that
if
TV?
the subscription cost $2,000 a month to watch him on cruises, I'd pay it.
I would too. I think the first reality ever movie. Remember, was it Ed TV with Woody Harrelson and
Right.
Matthew McConaughey, and that I would watch Al TV. That's
Al's
what
brother TV. Just to
ABTV.
see what he's up to on a cruise. He's
Yeah.
wearing that hat. He's got cruise wear on. He's very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
He's on a first-name basis with everyone down there. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves
100%.
Al's brother. It's pretty incredible. All right, final hour coming up. Darren Dreger will join us.
Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin to Los Angeles Kings, possible deal with Toronto Maple Leafs. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmons, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmons' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. Stay tuned for updates to see if these trades come to fruition and how they might shape the future of Toronto and Los Angeles this season. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmons, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmons' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. The Kings' situation is complex, as they are in the midst of a transitional period. Their aging roster, which includes a core group that led them to several successful playoff campaigns in the past, has seen some struggles in recent seasons. While there's a clear need for defensive help, Los Angeles may also want to improve their offensive consistency in order to make a deep playoff push. The combination of Boschemann's defensive reliability and Versteeg's offensive upside could help the Kings balance their lineup. From the Leafs' perspective, this potential deal is about retooling for the future. The team is in a position to compete, but they also need to solidify certain areas on the ice. Adding a player like Wayne Simmonds could provide the grit and scoring touch that the team has been missing. Furthermore, acquiring a mid-range draft pick could help with future team-building efforts, as Toronto looks to remain competitive while still developing young talent. The inclusion of Kaberle in the trade package could be a strategic move for both teams. The veteran defenseman, who has been with the Leafs for a long time, has seen his role diminished in recent seasons. However, his experience and offensive abilities could be a valuable asset for Los Angeles, who could use a steady presence on the blue line to help their younger players develop. The talk surrounding Brayden Schenn's potential involvement in the deal adds an intriguing layer to the negotiations. Schenn, a versatile forward, has shown flashes of brilliance but has been inconsistent at times. If the Leafs are able to land him, it could be a great opportunity for both the player and the team to find success together. Schenn's physicality, two-way game, and leadership could be exactly what the Leafs need to bolster their forward group. While the trade market can be volatile and unpredictable, these rumors suggest that both the Kings and Leafs are preparing for significant changes. For Toronto, this could mark the beginning of a new era, with a focus on adding more experience and depth. For Los Angeles, the trade could be a chance to retool and address some of the weaknesses in their lineup, while still competing for a playoff spot this season. Of course, as with any trade rumors, it's important to remember that these discussions are fluid and can evolve quickly. There are many moving parts in these types of negotiations, and both teams will likely have to weigh their options carefully before making any final decisions. It's also possible that other teams could enter the fray, further complicating the situation. In the coming days, fans of both teams will be watching closely to see if any concrete moves are made. The NHL trade deadline is fast approaching, and teams are scrambling to position themselves for a successful postseason. Whether this rumored deal materializes or not, the possibility of a major trade between the Leafs and Kings will certainly keep fans on edge as the season continues to unfold. The trade talks involving Versteeg, Boschemann, and potentially Simmonds or Schenn highlight the delicate balance that NHL teams must strike between immediate success and long-term growth. Both the Leafs and Kings are trying to find that balance, and this rumored